Toxins gotta go, folks. Let's talk about teeth. Recently, I switched from fluoride toothpaste to nano hydroxyapatite toothpaste, which is non-fluoride. I started getting sensitivity on this side of my mouth. Literally, it feels like my nerves are on the outside of my enamel. So I went to the dentist and I kind of thought, maybe I just have a cavity. He said, oh, you need fluoride. That's your problem right there. Is you're switching from fluoride to this other stuff. What'd you call it again? Well, I was like, no. And he says the fluoride actually covers the tubulars in your enamel near your root. It helps with sensitivity. It actually has another function for your teeth, protecting them from sensitivity. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. And he was like, you're either going to have to go back to fluoride or just deal with the pain. And I thought, that seems a bit harsh. And I feel like you didn't even know what nanohydroxyapatite was, so maybe you don't know. So maybe you're just very old school, which he is, unbelievably old school. I went straight to Walmart and I was like, okay, I guess I'm going back to fluoride. And as I stood there in the aisle, I thought, I'm going to ask ChatGPT. So I did. ChatGPT said, well, your dentist is only partially right. Nanohydroxyapatite can actually do the same thing as fluoride. It just takes a little longer. You want to be a little bit more diligent about certain things, like not rinsing right after you brush your teeth. Use a softer brush because it needs a little more delicate touch while it builds up. So I'm like, great. But it was very encouraging that there is another way to do this without actually using fluoride. And then ChatGPT says several other little things. Just basically, if there's like a rinse or a tooth mousse, things like that, you should be using that. And I'm like, great. So I'm not on the fluoride. I'm staying off the fluoride. I'm staying with the nanohydroxyapatite. My teeth sensitivity is less, although it's still there, but I'm brushing every day, brushing softer, brushing longer, especially in that area, but gentler. And I'm not rinsing. I'm doing all this stuff. And then today I said, I just want to update you, Chatty, because that's what I call my Chat GPT. This is the latest. I took your advice and I started doing all this stuff. And then I said, so what else can I do to continue my oral health and my teeth health without using fluoride? And so Chatty comes back and says, perfect, just double down on remineralization. I just had to laugh because I recently received the Nathan's gum, which is a remineralizing gum. It looks and tastes and smells like a Boy Scout project. I mean, it is not a typical gum in the way you think of gum. It's like what Tom's toothpaste would make gum, right? It's like all natural. It's with like pine tar. It's like, I don't know, all this stuff. But it's not terrible, but it helps remineralize your teeth. And so I'm like, yes, thank you, TikTok shop. One more thing that was weird. I didn't quite know exactly if I should have to use it all the time. Now I know I'm going to be using Nathan's gum on the regular. I'm going to throw it in my purse. We're going to be using that thing. And I'm going to stay off of fluoride. And this is going to be my new life of getting toxins out of my house, out of my mouth, out of my body, out of my kids, out of my everything. Because I'm so sick of all this toxic stuff that we have just become, it's just normalized. So if you're on a non-toxic journey and you're trying to remove it from your life, tell me, what are your top tips? What are your top tips? What are some of the easiest or most impactful things that you have done to remove the toxins from your family, your body, your house? I want to know, because I'm on this journey with you.